Sagittarius, welcome to your tarot card reading today. Let's talk about your Sag and let's see what's next. This is going to be a what's next, what's coming towards you, what's in, ooh. Oh, Shiznik, okay. Just remember the chaos comes order. We have a little chaos and conflict, Sagittarius. Let's talk about that. Let's see what you need to be prepared for, what's coming in your direction. Let's see how it's going to play out. Let's see what's next with this chaos and conflict. Page of Wands, there's an incoming message from the big talking head that you might not appreciate. How's it going to make you feel? What's going to happen? What's going on? The Ace of Wands, you're going to be all fired up here, Sag. And how do you want Sagittarius to move forward? What actions do you want Sag to take? The High Priestess. Okay. Oh, the Eight of Cups in reverse. This is a warning reading. The Empress. Remember who you are. Sagittarius, a little bit of, that was my Mufasa. I remember when he's talking to Simba. He's like, remember who you are, Simba. You are the king. Okay. Page of Wands, let's talk about this message. What's happening? What's this message? What's coming towards Sag? The Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Whoa. Oh, you don't like this. Oh, no, you don't like this. What's this? The Empress. The Knight of Pentacles is in reverse. The King of Cups. Someone taking your money? Is someone underpaying you? Okay. For some of you, this is a very specific message. Someone's lowballing you on your house. You have your house for sale. You're going to get a lowball offer. You're not going to be happy with it. You ain't going like that at all. For others of you, I feel like this is a career in finance, and I kind of feel like maybe you didn't get the promotion. Maybe you're sick of this, and it's like, you know, you're the top salesman. You're selling the most batteries here. You're going to. We have a store where I live called Battery Boy. How can there be a store in batteries? That's why I was going to batteries. I just drove by it the other day. I was like, what the hell? There's a battery store. Maybe you're selling batteries. You're the top battery salesman in the province, in the state, but you're being undervalued, underrespected. You know that you deserve better than where you're at, right? It could just be your boss mistreating you, taking your credit. There's like an element here where you know that you deserve better. And it's like, I feel like you put in the work. So it's like you've been for this company for 5 years. You put in the time. It's time for your promotion and your raise. Like you've earned it, right? You've done the time. And now it's like you've done the crime and you're doing the time, but you didn't do the crime. You did the time and now you're waiting for your reward. But you're not going to get it, and you're not going to like it. And the Wheel of Fortune, why is that there? Because this is a time to see that, if this is your house, oh my God. Okay, for those of you where this is your house, this is a very offensive message, and I'm so sorry. You might not like what I want to say. The message is to see. It might not be a lowball offer. It might be what your house is worth right now because like things are dropping a lot. So really maybe evaluate the marker, get an appraisal done or something. They want you to see that there's something that you need to change with regards to the way you're going about your house. Maybe to fix something to get more money, or just understand that maybe it's not worth what it's listed at. I'm sorry, that's a really hard message. I had that happen to me, I understand, but that's a message. Now, for those of you where that's not the deal, it's not your house, I do feel that's a specific. I do feel for the rest of you, if this is your reading, it's about your career, Sag. It's about time you've seen that that's a dead-end job, it's a dead-end field. Maybe AI is about to take it over, maybe the company is about to go bankrupt, maybe you're just never going to get where you want to go. And sometimes we need that disappointment, that little nudge to light the fire in our ass to get us to make a change. You could be there out of stability, out of hope, out of false promises. You know, a lot of us feel like if we put the effort in and we do the time, eventually the company will reward us. And it doesn't always work that way. It's not always the hardest worker who gets rewarded, and it's not. And sometimes we need those rejections, those lack of promotions, those lack of respect to light the fire in your ass, and that's what they're saying here. The point of this is to show you that you're not going to get where you want to go. You deserve better than that. It's a dead end. I was going to call it Capricorn because it's career reading. Sag, it's a dead end. You know it. You might be better off self-employed here. I got that feeling right at the beginning, and it might be forcing you into some kind of self-employment. You might be better off self-employment, but if it's not, if you're not comfortable with that, it's just knowing that you deserve better. You're not being compensated properly here, and it's not fair to you anymore. Now, how this makes you feel is the Ace of Wands. Puts a little fire in your ass, right? It lights that passion, ignites something within you, and I feel like I got a little bit of extra motivation to make something happen. You're not waiting around anymore, Sagittarius. You're taking action here with this Ace of Wands. Again, some of you, that's your idea. You're going to be starting your own business. But some of you, it's just taking action to move in a different direction. What else do you want to say about that Ace of Wands here for Sag? The Seven of Cups. You don't understand why. There's your boss. You don't understand why, but it's just about time that you see. See, the thing is, it's like you don't understand why they're not recognizing, or why you're not getting the recognition, or you're not getting the promotion. It's like, you know, you're like sales don't lie. You got the #1 sales, right? You're getting more sales than everybody else. Like, there's an element here where we don't understand why. And Sag, sometimes you'll never understand. You know, sometimes in business too, it's not even about output. It's about who's liked the most. It's about who's good at kissing ass. It's about who you know. Sometimes I saw this stat recently. A friend of mine works at a temp agency, and she posted on Facebook that 80% of jobs right now, they hire the candidate via a referral, because 90% of the time the referral employee does better than a random person. So it could just be that, right? They're just going with the referral because of who they know, and it's nothing to do with you. And a lot of times in business, it doesn't have anything to do with us, but we always take it personal. We always feel like that because, well, we worked hard. Why aren't we getting rewarded here? So there's that out. The message here is, instead of spending the time on the whys, it's spending the time on solutions, because you might never know why, right? They might have a cousin here coming in from Bermuda. They want them to have that promotion, not you. Could just be that simple. Or it could be simple as you're really good at your job, and sometimes if you're really good at your job, they don't want to take you from that. You're making the money. Why would they want to move you into a different position, right? So, but either way, Sag, the message here and how this makes you feel in the message is to find a solution, find a new job, find a new career, start your own business, but this gives you the motivation to do it. There's the High Priestess, and that's your actions. Let's understand that. What's the actions here for Sag? Because I get the Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, that's exactly, it's a smart thing to do. That's the, okay. See, with the Eight of Cups in reverse here, there might be regrets if you don't handle this the best for you, right? And the best way for you to handle this is not to say anything at all. If you want to quit, if you're starting your own company, especially if you're going into competition, they don't need to know that right off the bat. That's on a need-to-know basis. You don't want to tell them until your company's flying high and you're leaving this job. You don't want to tell them until you've found a new job or found a new career or finished your, let's say you're going to take a course to find a new career. The message here is to kind of keep things to yourself. Stay biting your tongue, smiling and nodding, gritting your teeth as you invest in your new venture. This is to try and avoid the chaos, because I don't feel this is the first time it's happened to you, and I feel you're going to want to react or at least say something to them. But you know that it's not going to be what's best for you. It's not going to get where you want to go. What's going to get what you want is to keep this disappointment to yourself for now, and don't say shit until you're ready to move on, ready to quit, ready to start, your business is flying or your course is done. That's the message here, Sag, and that's what they want you to do. They want you to trust your intuition, because you don't want, to say something like, I know someone who just off kilter, they were just in the lunchroom, and they had just said, I really was really pissed off with my last wage. I don't even know if I'm going to look for a new job now. I don't know what I'm going to do. Don't put that doubt in anybody's mind, because that person that my friend said that to in the lunch went right to the fucking boss. You don't know, right? They want her job. Look at, she's not happy. I'll take her job. Psh. Like, you don't know. When it comes to money, people are insane. So they don't want you to place that doubt in anybody's mind, because it will come back to hurt you, Sag. That's the message here. That's what I got. That's what is next. So we're going to grab some oracles, and then we'll see how this plays out. We'll see where you are in a month. You got a new job, your business flying high, you enrolled in your course. What's up? What's happening? Where are you? Let's talk about it. But first of all, let's get you some oracles. What is that? What do you need to surrender to? Yeah, the stress. Easier said than done. Surrender to stress. So take a few deep breaths and exhale the tension that you've built up in your body. Let the stress go as you come back to your center. And Sag, welcome to my channel. For those of you who are new, my name is Robin. And for those of you who are returning, thanks for returning. Welcome back. I'm glad you guys are joining me again. Thank you for your support. And as always, Sag, if you resonate, if you want to support me, I do ask that you like, comment, hype the reading. It does help the reading, helps my channel. So thank you, Sagittarius. I sincerely appreciate that. Let's get you some career advice. I do feel this is a career reading. For one person or maybe two, I feel it's about your house, but not for the majority. In the flow, I think that's a jellyfish. So the universe is sending you help. Tap into your inner power and go deeper to create the purposeful life that you really want. And sometimes this BS is really blessings in disguise, right? It's just the universe pushing you where they want you to go. Harmony. It's important for you to have a quiet, peaceful work atmosphere in order for you to thrive. Working at home or working for your best, or for yourself is best. I really feel like this is pushing some of you to self-employment. And flexibility. So you'll need to see in the dark to maneuver the coming changes. While this might seem extreme, just hang in there, because this too shall pass. I'm seeing Gandalf, thou shalt not pass, but you will pass. Okay, that's from Lord of the Rings, if any of you don't know what that's from. Remember the part and he's like, fly, you fools. But then there's also the little Mandela effect. No, Mandela, what is it, Mandela? I can't remember the name, Mandela effect, whatever it is, because some people think he said, run, you fool. But in my world, he always said, fly, you fool. All right, enough talking about Gandalf. Let's get your purpose cards, your soul card, Sagittarius. What's your soul card? We got some nutritionists in the building. You conduct healing work with your culinary skills. We need more healing with our food. You have a very important role, Sagittarius. And we have support. Your life purpose fully supports you. And writing, we have some authors out there. So maybe we have some like nutrition authors. But you heal, inspire, teach, and entertain with the words that you write. Then I want to grab the bottom as well. Let go. Walk away from the situation in order to resolve it. I really feel this is the walk away energy, but don't walk away till you're prepared so you don't have that chaotic energy. Hold on. Let me grab my tarot cards. Let's do it, Sagittarius. Let's get to it. Let's get your potential outcome. Now, when I say potential, there is always free will. You're going to make the decisions you're going to make. And when I say outcome, let's see where you are. We'll go 30 days out. So if you're watching this right now, it's the end of May 2026. We'll go to the end of June. But it is a timeless reading. So this is 30 days from whenever you are watching this, whenever this finds you. Ooh, we have the Knight of Swords and the King of Pentacles. Okay. The Queen of Swords, the Eight of Pentacles. Okay. I do believe you're the Queen of Swords here, but you could be the King of Pentacles. Maybe you're both. Uh-oh. The Lovers is in reverse. There's the Empress. You're definitely top of your game here. Whatever it is that you do, you're really good at it, Sag. You're skilled. You're the top of your game. The Empress here, you're top of the game. That's for sure. Emperor, if you're a dude. You're good at what you do, I'll tell you that. You're not one of those people that sucks, right? He's not that actor who, when you watch a movie, you're like, how'd you get this role? Go to acting school. Okay, enough about that. Let's start with the Knight of Swords, because the Lovers is in reverse. That concerns me a little bit. You're maneuvering something here. Hold on. The Two of Cups, the Three of Cups. So that's a situation where I gave you where your friend betrays you. It's a real situation, and this is a warning reading because you don't understand why they're the chaos and conflict. I think you tell them the disappointment. I think you speak to a friend or a coworker. And the message here is to just remember that not every friend or coworker is your friend. In fact, the majority of the people at work are not your friends, and when you don't work there anymore, you're probably not going to talk to like 90% of them. They're there for their own gain, right? We don't go to work. Well, the fact is, if nobody needed money, I wonder if people would work. What would happen? I don't know. But the majority of people are there just for their paycheck, okay? A lot of people, that's it. And I feel you're not understanding why they told the boss what you said to them. Let me see what kind of challenges it caused, because you're pissed, you're hurt, and you don't understand. I think you want to talk to them about it. You trusted someone at your office, your work, your job, something. You said something here, and they told the person that they told them. Queen of Swords. What did they say to them? Let me understand the King of Pentacles energy. They said you're not happy, that you're literally. Did they just like walk in there and say, yeah, Sagittarius thinks they're underpaid, they don't like you? They want to quit their job because they think they're underpaid? Yeah, that's what they did. Okay. So that's what they're going and saying. Sag isn't happy here. They don't like that they didn't get the promotion or they didn't get the raise. They're going to quit the job. They're not going to stay here. You need to know that. They're going to fuck you over. That's what this person's doing. Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry, Sag. Just be cautious with your coworkers and what you say to them. Some things are better left to yourself or to a friend or family outside the workplace if you got to vent and get it out. Let's see how it's affecting you and what's happening. Because the Queen of Swords is here and that's you. You're mad. You don't understand, right? When we had that back card, That's where I immediately went, like he's maneuvering in the dark. She's maneuvering in the dark, right? She's feeling it out. Her blindfold's on. You're trying to find solutions here. The Ace of Wands. You're definitely the Hermit and the Four of Cups. Nothing has happened in the sense like you haven't been fired, you haven't been let go, there's been like no reprimand or HR coming through, but you know that they did it and you don't understand why. So you know that they spoke to the boss, you know that they said something, you know that they betrayed your confidence, and now you're really, I just get this fire, you're fired up, Sag. You are fired up. You don't want to work there anymore. That much is very clear. Page of Cups, the Ten of Wands, and the Five of Cups, but you're not ready to quit yet. What do you want to say about the Lovers in reverse? Hold on, I can't see I think it's the Five of Cups. I tried to separate it, but it didn't separate. I failed in the separation process here. Okay, the Ten of Wands and the Five of Cups is in reverse, and there's the Hierophant. I feel the Lovers is in reverse. This is a really toxic situation for you, Sag. You know, you need, like I said, some people go to work, most people go to work for the money. You need the money. You can't just quit your job. You need your money, and I do feel you're still there. I do feel you're a lot less stressed about it because I feel like you've made up your mind. This person showed you, this boss showed you, this coworker showed you, this is not the place you want to work. You deserve to be in a significantly more influential position with the Hierophant here. This could also be you deserve to be with a larger company or a larger organization. The Hierophant can be either or. But you're not ready to quit this job until you have something else in order. So the Lovers is in reverse because it's the wrong decision to quit your job right now and you know it, and you're not letting this go yet. But you don't want to be there. You know what your coworkers are doing. You know what your boss is doing. This is a very toxic environment, and you're just biding your time until you find either a different job, a different course, or your side hustle picks up. So the thing is, you're not stressed about it anymore because it's like you don't care. You're the employee. You're like, in the office, Jim, he doesn't care. He's just there. He doesn't really care. He did at the end of the office, but at the beginning, I remember at the beginning of the office, like he didn't care. He's just going to work. He's getting his paycheck. He's doing what he's got to do. It doesn't matter. It's not important to him anymore. And for you, it doesn't matter. It's not important. You're going in a different direction. You know it. So right now, in a month from now, this is just a paycheck. You know you can't trust your coworkers. You know you can't trust your boss. You're just counting the days, the minutes, the hours, the seconds until you can get the fuck out of there and get out of there, Sag. Until you can walk away. And this will be, this will be a dramatic I quit. This won't be I'm a quitting with 2 weeks. This is like I'm putting it on the announcement. If I had my microphone, I would do it. I quit this job, and you walk out, you never look back. You will get there. I feel like you're visualizing that moment, but in a month from now, you're just buying your time, getting things going. Just be aware and just be cautious about your coworkers and who you can trust, Sag. That's what's next. It's a very strong disappointment in your career, but it's going to be a blessing in disguise. It's going to bring you in a new path, and most likely a path that will bring more prosperity and success and opportunity. You don't deserve to have glass ceilings placed upon you, and you're going to break through those glass ceilings on your own. That's what I have. That's what I got. That's what's going down, Sag. So I hope you enjoyed your reading. And I'm sorry that that's happening to you, and just be cautious and wise with your coworkers here. A lot of them are not your friends, Sag. A lot of them are not your friends. So let's close this reading off with your yes or no question. Yes or no? What is the answer for Sagittarius? Spirit guides, yes or no? Well, Sag, it's not written in stone. Maybe. That's what I have. I truly wish you the best of luck. Until next time.